What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're ready to make the most out of your day. My name is Connor Gall. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the vlog, and welcome, I guess, to 7:08 in the morning. Too early for me. Woke up fairly early this morning to meet Stuart here at Planet Fitness to get a quick workout in, which some people give me grief for working out at Planet Fitness, but come on, settle down. It's not that bad. They have really nice stuff. I don't think they're gonna let me film in there though, so I'm gonna leave the camera in the car. We'll see you guys afterwards. Just finished up at the gym. Always good working out with Stuart because we don't do anything too crazy. Nothing too insane, nothing too hardcore. We're like the most chill guys at the gym. Just a nice, easy, chill workout today. Okay. I can't remember if I've properly introduced you guys to my friend Chase the dog. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good boy. Chase is a really nice dog. He is kind of crazy because he's a little puppy. Yes, you are. You're a good puppy. And he lives underneath me. I live up there. He lives here. So we're basically neighbors. But he's not my dog. He's just my friend. Bye, Chase. Home sweet home. And as usual, this place is a mess, so I'm gonna clean up, take a shower, and then switch cameras, shoot some cool B-roll to make my little place here look a lot cooler than it actually is. Okay, here we go. What's up, guys? It feels so good to be back vlogging yet again. I've posted a couple videos these past couple weeks, videos I'm really proud of and excited about, but they're not vlogs. Like, vlogging is that first love for me, and it feels really good to be back in the vlog saddle. What? That's not weird. Anyways, guys, again, I said in the last video, I want to say it again in this video. Thank you so much for joining the little community that we're building here on YouTube. 600 subscribers, that's super awesome. I can't believe that we're inching closer and closer to the goal that I have of 1,000 subscribers, and it's just, I don't know, it's becoming a reality, and that's all thanks to you guys, so thank you so much. I hope you are entertained and encouraged when you watch these videos. If you're not subscribed already, then go ahead, pause the video, hit the subscribe button, join our little community here. That would be much appreciated. And speaking of appreciation, I was shouting out a couple countries in the last video and totally forgot my brothers and sisters from Canada. Shout out to Nate Stone for reminding me. Canada, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching these videos and for subscribing. Totally slipped my mind last video. I wanted to give you guys a proper shout out. Canada, thank you. Alright, with that being said, it is unfortunately like a gloomy, rainy day outside here in North Carolina. You can kind of see it's a little gray. But I thought today that I would share a story with you guys, and it's the story behind this picture. So I turn the light on. This picture here. I want to talk to you guys about what's happening in this family photo. Okay, so this picture was actually taken almost 3 years ago exactly. I think this picture was taken like February 17th or maybe 16th, and today is the 28th. So almost 3 years ago, this was me and my family hiking in Israel. Now, you gotta understand that it's been a dream of mine to go to Israel for like a super long time. Remember, I grew up in church. I was hearing Bible stories since I was like 4 years old, and I was memorizing Bible verses all throughout school and heard so many Bible stories and could probably beat anybody at Bible trivia. So it became like a goal of mine to see the Holy Land one day for myself. So you can imagine my excitement when my parents tell me in 2015, my senior year of college, that me, my mom, my dad, my brother and sister were all going to go on a 2-week trip to Israel. I was 100,000,000% stoked out of my mind. So on February 15th, literally the day after Valentine's Day, I get on a plane from LAX and fly to Washington, D.C. Or maybe it was Philadelphia. I meet my family at that airport, one of the two, and from there we fly to Israel. That was the longest flight I'd ever experienced, but I was so excited that it felt super fast. Like, I don't even remember the flight because I was just pumped out of my mind. We land in Tel Aviv and we take a bus to Nazareth, and we stay at this really awesome little hostel, like one of the coolest places I've ever stayed. Now, we weren't the only people going on this trip. My pastor at the time would lead a trip to Israel every single year. He served as kind of like the tour guide because he knew so much about the Bible and so much about the Holy Land because he's been there so many times before. So there was a main tour happening a week after we got there. But we arrived a week early because my pastor had a really cool idea. See, there's this tourist thing that you can do in the Holy Land called the Jesus Walk. It's a hike from Nazareth to Galilee. I think it's like 30 miles because it takes you about 3 days to do it, hiking 10 miles a day. Obviously, that's simple math. Moving on. I'll never forget waking up that first morning in Israel. I remember it was like a day like this, actually. I remember packing up my stuff and leaving the hostel and starting the hike, walking through the little town of Nazareth and finding the trail to start the Jesus Walk, which actually took us quite a long time. Shout out to Josh Skelly, who was like our navigator the entire time. Without him, I don't know if we actually would have made it through the hike. But anyways, going through this trail and seeing the countryside, seeing the little town tucked away as we're walking was so special. Like, hearing these stories as a kid growing up my entire life to now seeing this place with my own eyes, I can't even describe how amazing it was for me personally. But the hike wasn't all like surreal and awesome moments. The thing we didn't count on was how muddy the trail was going to be. See, Israel was going through its rainy season in February, and so everywhere we stepped was muddy. It was actually so muddy and the mud was so strong, like the suction of the mud was so strong that my sister's shoes fell apart completely. The mud ripped off the bottom of her soles, the soles of her boot, and she basically had to walk barefoot through the countryside of Israel. She was an unbelievable trooper for like duct taping her feet and walking, but she and the other girls called it quits after the second day. On the third day, the guys finished out the hike, and we ascended this mountain called the Horns of Hittim, and from that vantage point we had our very first look at the Sea of Galilee. Now, I said that there were a couple amazing moments already in the trip, but this one by far was the most breathtaking moment of the entire trip for me. The first sight of the Sea of Galilee. Again, I'd heard story after story and read scripture after scripture about the Sea of Galilee, and seeing it with my own two eyes was so special. I'll never forget that moment. But after that point, which was fairly early on in the third day, we had to finish the hike getting to the Sea of Galilee, which was another story. My pastor had hurt his leg, and so he was limping along. We were all tired and sore, carrying our packs and walking for the past couple days that we were just ready to be done. But the trail wasn't done with us yet. The Jesus Walk wasn't quite over. In fact, it started raining as we were finishing up the hike. We came to this valley, which was absolutely gorgeous, but the rain started getting heavier and heavier, started pounding on us. We had like trash bags that we made into ponchos and just trying to stay dry, but eventually I remember just stepping through puddle after puddle, not even caring that my feet were soaking wet anymore. And we passed like all of these cows, these bulls even that were just right by the trail that we had to walk past. It was actually kind of scary. I wasn't sure if they were going to charge or what. We eventually made it to the top of this other mountain where the bus was supposed to pick us up. This was way closer to the Sea of Galilee. We finished the Jesus Walk, and our tour bus was supposed to pick us up, except there was no tour bus there. Eventually the rain turned into a monsoon and it just started pouring on us. And we were freaking out a little bit because of course you don't want to get sick when you still have a week to go in Israel. And we were scared of hypothermia, we were cold, we were shivering. I remember my dad and me, my brother, and Josh Skelly, we went off the road and we found this shelter of some sort. We like jumped inside this shelter in Israel. Like, don't forget, this is in Israel that we're trying to find cover. There's absolutely no cover except for this like abandoned trailer or something. Eventually it all gets resolved. Oh, thank God. The tour bus finds us. There's my mom, my sister, and the other ladies, and we hop on the tour bus, and thankfully all was well. As I think back to that experience, it's actually really cool to recall because I remember all of the emotions that were happening just in my mind and body, I guess, as we were going through this hike. I remember being delighted and just blown away with beauty and wonder and having so many special moments between me and God during that journey because it was Israel and I'd been waiting so long to get there. But there were also moments of like pain and agony. We complained a good bit about the mud. We complained about the rain, and there were times where we were even terrified because we weren't sure if the bus was gonna come. It started to set in that we were in Israel and, you know, it's safe, but I mean, come on. And so all of these emotions going on throughout this trip, it really was crazy. But isn't that exactly how life is? This crazy journey where there are special, amazing moments, times where you just complain because things aren't going your way or things are uncomfortable, and even times where you're just scared out of your mind because you're not sure if you're gonna make it through the journey. I think that Jesus Walk is so special in my life, not just because it was in the Holy Land, not just because it was with my family, but because it's such a great picture of life. So if you ever get a chance to go to Israel, do the Jesus Walk, hike from Nazareth to Galilee. You won't regret it. Just make sure you do it when it's dry. That's the moral of the story. Alright, that's gonna conclude the Jesus Walk adventure story. I do plan on telling you guys what happened the rest of the trip to Israel at some point in the future, but for now it's actually time for me to go to the church because it is Bible study time. I've been leading a Bible study these past couple weeks for people my age, and it's been really awesome and rewarding. I can't wait to take you guys there, so yeah. Let's go to the church. All right, here we are at the church. We're getting ready for Bible study. Here is the Bible study crew. What's up, guys? Hey. Yeah, they're really excited to be here, as you can tell. But I wanted to introduce my YouTube family with my church family. Here we are. We're getting ready to dive into John chapter 4. We're gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be good. Anything else you guys want to add? Anything at all? Peace. Oh yeah, yeah. That was pretty good. But it's more like this. Peace.